So I decided that I was going to play Space Invaders again, so back in 2020, I actually did a recording of this game, but I played it on normal difficulty and I didn't finish it. I only went as far as I could, but tonight is going to not really be the case. I am going to play this game to the very end. But I'll be playing it on expert mode. And you want to hear something very interesting? This is not the first time I'm recording / streaming this over on Twitch. I don't know what happened, but in the microphone I sounded like a chipmunk. And I don't mean the voice in the mic was suddenly at a higher pitch. No, like I sounded like an actual chipmunk. I can't make this up. We're also on Pluto, which isn't a planet anymore. It is no longer recognized as a planet. So the whole point of this level is it just gives you like an idea on the basic mechanics. There are 4 different distinct types of aliens that are on each and every level, and each level has its own set of aliens. If you destroy 4 of them in a row, you actually can get a power-up, and each one is very distinct. The one on Jupiter is like actually terrible, but we'll get there when we get there. The enemies there are an actual crime. You know what's also a crime? The fact that I don't have double shot. I need to get in contact with the Pentagon. We need more double shots. It makes you god tier. Oh, yes! They heeded my call! I got it! I got double shot! I can shred through the whole game! I want to let you know that this whale, this wooden whale looking little wuss, is going to be in the hospital. So every 10 levels, at the end of each stage, there is a boss with their own unique gimmick. I'm kidding, it's just a bullet hell. And what makes it even more amazing is the fact that you only have 1 hit point. You get hit once, you lose a life. And if you run out of lives, it's over. You gotta start all the way from the beginning. Oh, and also the enemies of this planet, you have to hit them twice, and yes, viewer, if you have a dirty mind, they do in fact look like a uterus. In fact, in health class, that's exactly how they introduce it. They don't even like talk about like sexual wellness or anything. They're just like, hey kids, you wanna play some Space Invaders? This one enemy looks like a uterus, therefore it's educational. Also, here have some shocking pictures of STDs. So yeah. There, you've learned. You're educated now. You can also use them to fire homing missiles at your enemies. And here's the first Lovecraftian horror of the playthrough. We have the torso. That thing's got a really small stomach area. It also looks like a vacuum cleaner. It's just shooting out little dust mites. And now we are in the best planet of the whole game, excluding its boss, Uranus, for the sole reason of the power here is just absolutely game-breaking. It's an automatic S tier. You take 4 of them out in a row, you just get a very powerful laser. You can just mow down half of a stage. You can destroy them on the molecular level. It's as if they never existed. That's how powerful it is. Oh, look at this. Speedrun tactic. Except for the, invisible shield that appears when you destroy the Uranus creatures. It wasn't a bug, it was an intended feature. There's this Trilobite looking freak right over here. It is probably the worst boss in the game. Hands down. Because you gotta keep moving, you have to avoid its orbs. And then later in the fight it just keeps firing bigger orbs at you. Yeah, and that's a massive orb. This is really when you start to realize that the aliens that you're attacking aren't the victims, you are. Oh, this one is the actual devil. This is what we call the embodiment of a run killer, because its shots actually can ricochet off of the screen. You want to kill them as fast as you can. When you kill 4 of them, all you can do is just shoot a boomerang that hardly hits any of the enemies at all. Wait a second, is this set to expert? I hope it is, because if not, I'm gonna have to cover it up in post. I'll have to do that classic gimmick of plagiarizing other YouTubers and content creators, which is kind of difficult to do when it's a Let's Play. It's called stealing. It's fine, I'll just put a watermark on it, and I'll commentate over that. Oh no, why did you have to be the last enemy on stage? I hate it when that happens. Wow, I only hit like a solid 2 enemies. Ah, no, don't touch me! Do not touch me! Oh no, they're at the bottom, they're at the bottom. They're all gonna start touching. That's right, hit the watermelons, even though they're not watermelons. For some reason, when I was a child, I thought they looked like watermelons. Oh, also, this boss fight is incredibly easy. Where did my shield go? Oh, you know what? I retract that statement. I'll just stay right here in the corner and just spam. It just stands there helplessly. I like this one. It was always like a pterodactyl trying to swat at a mosquito. No, you are not going to take my blood and then go inside of tree sap and get trapped in an amber. We know this is going to snowball into something horrific. Have you seen the most recent Jurassic Park movie? They're also the ones that actually just come down and they just start shitting on you. And they're the ones that actually give you the power to blast noxious gas. So I guess it makes sense, in a way. That was my first death. I can't believe it. Like, this playthrough has been compromised. It's the beginning of the end. Oh, come on. 3 of them come down at you at once? No, no, no! Stop! I have a plan. Hear me out. I just stay right underneath the shield. I don't think they have a proper directional system in their ships. That's why they can only move in a certain motion. It's the most complex military strategy, and it doesn't work. This one is actually a nightmare. So you want to make sure you stay underneath the turrets and you just keep spamming. Actually, I don't think they're turrets. I think they're just little protection doohickeys. Because if I remember correctly, regardless of where it's standing, yeah, it just keeps blasting missiles. Oh, what? You are shooting really quickly. I even like how the doohickeys roared when they died. Welcome to Mars, the worst level in the game. Because of the bats. They are like actually the most evil thing humanity has ever created for any medium, because when you kill them with a normal missile, like its fecal funnies go all over the place. It emits a spread shot that can instantly kill you, especially when you're basically being Toho'd by all the other enemies. Oh, and by the way, this is Toho for grown-ups. You want to know what the main objective is? Surviving. And these things make it impossible. Oh, no. Oh, this is like a terrible idea. You freeze time, you shoot the bats. Guess what? Guess what happens? Yeah, like when time starts up, a memory leak happens. That was very loud. It's not a memory leak. It's an eye leaker. Makes me want to cry. My favorite part is how they just relentlessly fire at you, and you have like very limited space to move. Squiggly! Squiggly! Oh! This is actual psychological torture. You see, it's all about the positioning, viewers. As long as you're standing in the right spot, then you should be fine. Especially when there's only half a pixel of available space. It's the wrath of the PNGs. Welcome to Venus, where the legendary comes from. I'm sorry, my lips are too dry. And the bruxism really does get in the way of the whistling. The second you shoot it, dodge! It's actually in the name. They kamikaze you. As long as you stay in the quarter pixel of space, you should be fine. You also have the ability to do the inverse kamikaze. You just jump. Is there a way to save state? I'm gonna save my game right here. I don't know if that'll like actually help. It better, or I'm gonna be let down. I don't care if my points get reset. That's the benefit of owning a save pack. You needed one of those for some reason. Ah! It's fine. We have the backup save. No, actually, if you die, all of the save data on the pack goes away. It's what we call a skill issue. It's your fault. No. It's okay. We have the backup. We can just continue from level 3. Note to self, save on every level. They cannot stop me now. I am all powerful. I remember back when I was a kid, I didn't have those save packs. I had a transfer pack, but it was for like Pokemon Stadium. And now we have the Space Worm. Or the Space Caterpillar. You can't just disembody yourself like that and use it as a mechanic in your boss fight. At least it's not a bullet heck. I was so close to getting hit. The run could have ended right then and there. And then I would have had to gone back to the checkpoint. To think, I could have lost at least 10 seconds. Also, welcome to Earth when the actual space invasion begins. You see, the plotline of the game is you're going out to other planets to conquer them in the name of Earth. So they decide, logically, to retaliate. And rightfully so. We're wretched creatures. We're also in Japan for some reason. I thought we were cold-blooded Americans. That's fine. I mean, it doesn't matter where the alien invasion begins. What matters is the consequences have finally caught up to us. The fun part is that these enemies actually don't die when you kill them. Earth's enemies actually split when you kill them. They also close in on you really quickly. The answer is simple. Just don't get hit. Quickly, we must fill in all of the save slots. Our planet is in danger. We can't let those alien scum win. There's no time to pass the bell. We need infinite double shots. Last level, everybody. And the final boss is flat. What, does it also chuck buildings? It actually fires nuclear warheads at you. Up, there's the buildings. I think we should start this fight from the beginning. I really feel like I fumbled it a little bit. I got cold feet the moment I saw it throwing the skyscrapers. There we go. You see, the biggest reward is going to Mercury. And in hearing this banger of a track, I've never gotten this far in the game before. I have no idea what to expect. The music alone makes this a 10 out of 10. It shits on you. Oh, silo attack. That also seems like a game-breaking attack. Yeah, but it comes with the caveat of, oh, there go all your shields. It's basically a risk-reward system. So I'm guessing chronologically, Earth decides to retaliate on Mercury for some reason. They had no involvement in this war, and we just thrusted them into it. Oh, and we're also very close to the sun. Thought I would mention that. That's actually where the final level is. Wait, is the boss stage just a bunch of asteroids? Mercury's just not cool enough to have a proper fight. It just abruptly ends, no fanfare, just shoot a couple rocks. And there it is, the alien world. The final level. It's just an arcade machine. I actually heard about the boss in this level specifically, but I did forget that Mercury had its own level. Really says a lot about our society and our solar system. What's this? What's that gimmick? So let me understand this. They can just dodge you. We got actual competent space pilots. If they sent these guys to Earth, we all would have been doomed. The last level's music was actually incredible compared to this. So the music is basically it's just those 4 notes on a loop. The special attack is orbs. Look, just give me the lasers from Uranus and I'll be good. Ah! Sorry, it got like really intense for no reason. Now let's go deal with the final boss. It's just big It's actually just the original Space Invader. And with every shot, it seems to actually shrink in size, and its shots get faster. And my anxiety gets even worse. It's ironic because when it's down to the bottommost amount of its HP, it's gonna be 1/4 of a pixel in size. Earth's final boss chucked buildings. And nukes. Oh yeah, that's really nice to see. Ah, yeah! Imagine the final boss just being a pixel. And there you have it. Now we get a very excellently well-made pre-rendered cutscene with motion and emotion. Look at that. We got a whole crowd of people. I got myself the honorary Medal of Honor. I am a true American war hero of space. Aw, and look at that. All the UFOs are retreating. Game over. The new maniacal skill level on the option what? There's another one? It turns out that the aliens retaliated even harder and destroyed all of us. All of humanity. So no matter what we do, we're just doomed.